afternoon class, I'll be continuing with the same chapter, chapter 1, 1.3, National Movement during the Second World War. And page number in my book, the page number is 24, but different in your page. The page number is different in your book, so please see it. And these are the topic which I'm going to discuss today. The last class I have explained up to the movement in 3 phases. So today's first topic is causes of the failure of the movement. Why was the Quit India movement fail? Let's see. The historic Quit India movement failed due to some reasons. Number 1, when Gandhiji and all the leaders were arrested, the movement came under the control of the local leaders who were not always the followers of the true Gandhian ideas. They organized the movement locally and there was no centralized leadership to coordinate and guide the movement. Naturally, the movement gradually became a scattered and lost in force. As the main reason for the causes of the failure of the failure of Quit India movement was that when Gandhiji and all the leaders were arrested, this movement came under the control. Now, after the arrest of Gandhiji and all the leaders, this movement was come under the control of the local leaders who were the followers of Gandhian ideas. They organized the movement. These local leaders organized the movement in the local movement locally, and there was no centralized leadership to coordinate them and to guide them. So the movement naturally became lost and gradually became scattered and lost in force. Second is, according to Rajendra Prasad, extensive preparation was needed for the success of this movement. The leader of the movement should be decided for their plan of action before the government had arrested them. But they made no such preparation because Gandhiji was the opinion that the government would not arrest him. According to Dr. Rajendra Prasad, according to him, extensive preparation was needed. They need extensive preparation, so needed for the success of this movement. The leader of the movement should have decided their plan of action before the government had arrested. As the leader have already decided the plan, but they were arrested by the government, but they made no such preparation because Gandhiji, after the arrest of Gandhiji, there was no preparation. Gandhiji was the opinion that the government should not arrest him. The third point is, the Quit India movement also failed as the ruler of the native state, army, police and high government officials remained unfaithful towards the British government. Thus, the activities of the government continued unhampered. The movement did not evoke much response from the merchant community because the capitalists and the merchant groups had profited heavily during the war period. The Quit India movement was also failed because of the native rulers. That's the people from native states. Like the native state means the prince or princess of the states, army, police and highly government officials remained faithful. They remained faithful to the British government. They did not support Gandhiji. Thus, the activities of the government continue unhampered. The movement did not evoke much risk. Even this movement was not much given response by the merchant community because the capitalists and the merchants group had profited heavily during the war period. The fourth reason was the Muslim League remained aloof from the government and the Hindu Mahasabha condemned the movement. The Communist Party of India, due to its people war line, did not support the movement. Even this Muslim League, the Hindu Mahasabha, the Communist Party of India did not support the Quit India movement. There was some Congress leaders like Raja Gopalacharya who did not participate but support the war effort. So from the beginning the movement was ill-conceived and weak for all reasons. As the Congress, there are some Congress leaders like Raja Gopalacharya who did not participate but supported the war efforts. So that from the beginning itself the movement was ill-conceived and weak for all these reasons. The fifth is another important reason for the failure of the Quit India movement was the ruthless repression of the authority. There was the British government gave a very ruthless repression to the Indian people. The government had opted all the methods of repression like arrest, detention, firing, burning of houses, flogging, and other. This British government adopted all the methods, like all the methods of repressing the Indian people, like arrest, detention, firing, burning of their houses, logging, and others. The government also used aeroplanes to gun down the people in different places. Even this British government used aeroplanes to gun down the people in different places. The Allied army, which was stationed at Calcutta, was promptly used to crush the revolutionists. Even the Allied army, which was stationed in Calcutta was promptly used to crush the August revolutionary. R.C. Majumdar had rightly remarked that the general picture that emerged from this account may be described as a widespread revolutionary upsurge of the people almost throughout the India that manifested itself mainly in destructive activity. According to R.C. Majumdar, he rightly remarked that general picture of that emerged from this account may be described a widespread. It described a widespread revolutionary upsurge of the people almost throughout India, and it manifested itself mainly in destructive activities. Destructive activities meant the people were killed, their houses were burned, arrest, detention, firings were the activities. Finally, the British government also took advantage of the wartime press censorship to suppress the movement ruthlessly. Finally, the British also took advantage of the war press censorship to stop the movement, to repress the movement ruthlessly. The government did not care to listen to any internal criticism of the barbarous activities done towards it. Even the British government did not want to listen any internal criticism that they had done towards the Indian. The Allied power were busy in fighting against the Axis power, and naturally they had not mind to think about what the British were doing in India. Even this Allied power were very busy in fighting in Axis power, and naturally they did not mind to think what the British government had done to the India. Hence, the Quit India movement fell, but its significance and contribution to the freedom movement of the India cannot be denied. After all this, the Quit India movement finally failed, but its significance and contribution to the freedom of India, of the Indians, cannot be denied. The next topic is significance of the movement. What is the significance of this movement? Though the Quit India movement collapsed, it clearly revealed that the strong determination of the Indian people do away with the British rule. The British government had never faced such an opposition before. Thus, the decision of the British government in 1945 to try for a negotiated settlement of the transfer of power was outcome of the Quit India movement. Though the Quit India movement was collapsed, it clearly revealed that strong determination. It saw the strong determination of the Indian people to do away the British rule from India. The British government had never faced such strong opposition before. Thus, the decision of the British government in 1945 tried to negotiate settlement of the transfer. Now they are trying to negotiate the settlement of the transfer of power over the outcome of the Quit India movement. In a letter to Churchill that is 24 October 1940, Viceroy Wavell pointed out that it would be impossible to hold India by force after the war. It would in fact be wise to start negotiate before the end of the war. Now, in a letter, in a letter to Churchill, the letter was written to Churchill, the 24 October 1944. Viceroy Wavell pointed the then Viceroy Wavell pointed out that it would be impossible to hold India. He said that it would impossible to hold India by force after the war. It would be wise to start negotiate. Now they are planning to negotiate Indian people before the end of the war. The Quit India movement clearly demonstrated the fighting spirit of the people and their desperate longing for freedom. It revealed that the fear of mighty British power had disappeared from the people's mind. The 42 movement was the apex of Indian struggle for freedom. It became clear that the British would have to leave sooner or later. The only question was how ended. The Quit India movement clearly demonstrated the fighting spirit. It clearly showed the fighting spirit of the Indian people and their desperate longing for freedom. It revealed that the fear of the mighty. It also revealed that the fear of the mighty British power had disappeared. Now the mighty British power had disappeared from the mind of the British mind. The 42 movement was the apex of the struggle for the freedom. It is also became clear that the British would have to leave. It is also clear that the British have to leave soon or later, but the only question was how and when they will leave India. Finally, the movement created a strong public opinion in foreign countries in favor of India. Finally, the Quit India movement created a strong opinion in foreign countries in favor of Indian people. America and China were especially influenced by the tide of this revolution. Even America and China was strongly influenced by this tide of the revolution. The American President Roosevelt wrote to the Chinese Prime Minister that the best policy of the English would to be grant independence to the people of India as soon as possible. So the American President Roosevelt, he even wrote to the Chinese Prime Minister that the best policy of the English, that they should grant independence to the people as soon as possible. So this was the significance of this movement, and this is the concluding part of this chapter. That's all for today. Thank you.